All right. So there's this common question that continues to be asked in all these Facebook groups. How do I charge more for my services? And if you're a cleaning company, I'm sure you're asking that often. You feel like maybe you're undervalued, you're underpaid. And I completely understand because at one point I did the same thing. I only did it for about three cleanings and I was like, yeah, I'm going to start charging more. And now I'm the most expensive in my area and I am proud to say it. Whenever a customer calls me, I'm like, hey, don't call us if you want the cheapest. Call us if you want the best work and you're going to have to pay a premium for it. All right. But let's get into it. But how you guys doing? I'm Khari. I'm owner of Legacy Maids here in the Fort Worth area, the Dallas Fort Worth area. And I'm going to be telling you how to raise your prices. And better yet than tell you how to do it, I'm going to tell you why you need to do it. Think about it like this. Inflation, correct? We've all heard of this thing called inflation. It's 2022 right now, and they're saying inflation is up 8.5% or something like that. We all know it's more, but who am I to argue with the data? So, if cost of living is increasing, why wouldn't your business increase? Right? If you like your business pricing increase, think about it. Let's just take regular numbers, for example. Let's say you made $100,000 last year. That $100,000 is worth $100,000 last year. But in comparison to this year, 2022, that $100,000, that same 100,000 is actually worth $92,000 and some change, $92,500 and some change. Does it logically make sense for you to continue working for the same prices, doing the same jobs, and making less money? It doesn't. See, your goal should not always be, oh, to make up for inflation or whatever, I will just continue doing more jobs. That's not the answer. The answer should be, I'm going to increase my prices and still get more jobs and earn more money. Why did you get into business? Did you get into business so you could have people dictate what your prices are and they do whatever they tell you is what you're going to do? I see some people out here working for $10, $12 an hour. Why would you put your body through that for $10, $12 an hour after taxes and expenses? It logically does not make sense. I understand the freedom that you may have, but at the end of the day, we have to be realistic. We're living in a time right now where there's a lot of uncertainty, and cash truly is king, and making a lot of money is key if we want to survive whatever these next few years have for us. Now, let's move that to the side for a second. Another reason why you want to actually charge more, it's pretty simple. When you charge higher prices, you can provide a better service. And it's the truth. If you charge more money, you're going to be able to provide a better service because you'll be able to buy better equipment. You'll be able to hire better employees. You'll be able to pay more to, subcontractors or employees. So people want to stay with you and remain loyal. Therefore, there isn't any scheduling issues or anything like that. You could pay for the best. You could pay for the best quality of business possible and pay for a better quality of life. And those two things do correlate with each other. So, charging more for your services is actually a benefit to the customer, even if they don't know it. That's exactly why we are some of the we're not I don't want to say we're the highest. No, we're the highest price because we get that a lot. Oh, you guys are higher than everybody else. We are the highest priced in our area. Granted, do we do less jobs, quote unquote? Yes, but it doesn't matter because what it costs us to do what we make in 10 jobs, it'll usually take someone 20 jobs to make that. And I really prefer to live like that. I enjoy doing less work for more money. I don't know about you. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion and do things differently. There is nothing wrong being paid what you're worth. But at the same time, this doesn't mean you start charging astronomical and outrageous prices either. There is still a market, but it does not make sense to be the lowest priced business out there or one of the lowest priced businesses out there. And lastly, contrary to belief, people do not value cheap. They value expensive. And think about it for yourself. You know, when Whole Foods, let's compare Whole Foods to Walmart. It's really the same type of food, maybe different branding, but the food's the same. But when you think of Whole Foods, you think of excellence. You think of, almost status. Oh, this person is this that probably works in tech or some has a successful business. That's what you think of. When you think of Walmart, you think of like, regular family, regular 9 to 5. And that's really it. They just go get their food, they want discounts and deals. And so people don't really value cheap. And if you try to make them see the value, those type of individuals, you can't make them see the value of the services you're actually offering. Okay. When someone's willing to pay you top dollar for your services, they see the value in you as a person, as a business, as a service, rather than the value of saving money or getting a deal. We avoid working with anyone who just wants a deal because there's no long-term loyalty there. Their loyalty resides with me as long as I'm the cheapest company out there. And that is not how I want to run my business. That is not a safe way to run the business. So everybody needs to increase their price points. Everything else around you is going up. Why can't your business increase their prices? Everyone else is doing it. They're not asking. The mindset you have around increased pricing and the mindset you have around money is a direct correlation of your lifestyle and the way you live and the way you look at money and the way you treat money. Don't be afraid of losing customers. Most likely, if you raise your prices and they really value you and respect you, it doesn't matter. They're not going to leave you. If it's out of their budget, it's out of their budget. It's just how it goes. But your budget, their budget cannot impact your business. Now, if you're desperate for business, that also means many other things. You probably don't have a good lead generation process. There's a lot of other things to fix within the business. So you can always operate from a standpoint of abundance. I was able to have so much success so quickly in this business because I operated from an abundance mindset. And that abundance mindset took me to the next level very quickly. I'm pretty sure I've succeeded faster than most. We've been open. At this point, we opened our cleaning company in end of February. We really launched March 1st of 2022. And by March 3rd, we already got our first customer. We did $7,000 that first month. It's April now. It's end of April. We already almost doubled that. And I didn't lower my prices for anyone. I said, hey, the price is the price. I don't mind giving discounts, but my customer relationship will not be built off of me giving discounts. It never will be. Relationships are built off value, not what's the best deal they can get from you. So I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer. This is just something I wanted you to think about. All right. If you want to raise your prices, raise them. You don't need to make a big deal about it. Just raise them. Let your customers know. And don't get stuck in I can't afford to lose this customer. Because if you're raising your prices, you actually can. You just have to do the math. Don't go anything crazy, but slowly creep it up. You have to keep up with inflation or otherwise your business will burn. But besides that, I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you later.